On tonight's show, we have Mr. Samuel L. Jackson and Saul Goodman himself, Bob Odenkirk. I am Chris Hardwick, and welcome to Talking Bad. Welcome to Talking Bad. All right, guys, there's a lot of stuff to cover. You need some therapy. Walt made a movie. Saul took a beating. Todd's running his mouth off and went to New Mexico. Who knows what the hell's happening there? And Jesse's Alaska trip, I'm going to say, is probably on hold for the moment. Please welcome my guests, Samuel L. Jackson and Bob Odenkirk. Odenkirk, Saul got stomped by Jesse. What was that like to film?
Oh, he got punched.
He got punched a lot. He got hand stomped.
Punched, kicked.
Damn, he got kicked. He did get kicked.
It was a blast. I don't know how you feel about it, but I love playing fake fights. I love it. I'm like, don't let a stuntman do that. Let me play fight. It's fun, and you know, it's like I can't believe this is my job when I get to pretend fight. I'll pretend fight right now.
Oh, I sort of look like Jesse. I could just start punching you in the face.
But it was great. It was great. And of course, they're just going for big, high impact. So when Jesse comes after me, that first punch has to hit hard. And I think they did a great job of it shooting it.
How many takes?
Oh, I don't know, like 4, not too many, because it went well. You know, they played it just right, and I think it looked good, right? It looked like I got hit hard.
Oh,
right?
yeah, it looked like you got jacked.
I don't know. Maybe
On
Sam,
a scale of 1 to 10 in ass whoopings, though, that's like 3.5.
3.5. That's right. I mean, for Sam Jackson, yeah. I mean, you know,
Well, 3.5
Sam,
ass
you've
whooping.
seen,
you got hit a couple times. But I think my
He had a
favorite
pistol. He didn't pistol whip you.
What are you watching? Going, oh no, pistol whipping. That's not an ass
One
kicking.
time, just once with the pistol, just.
I agree.
Yeah.
I always loved Saul's character because, to me, he's always been the most grounded character on the show because he's the only character, he's the most honest character in terms of honest with himself. Like, right from the get-go, he was a guy that's like, yeah, I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm kind of a greaseball and great. Do you
Yeah, he's
agree
not
with that?
lying to anybody about who he is. Yeah, I think he's completely above board about how he's using everyone to try to make as much money as he can, and he only cares about people up to a point, and if they go to prison, well, tough.
Hey, Sam, how long were you on the Breaking Bad bandwagon from the get-go, or did you come to it halfway
First
through
show.
the series? Yeah.
No, I've been there since the beginning.
What is it that you loved about the show?
Well, number one, I just loved the fact that it was fun. It was offbeat. That you had this guy who was basically helpless, who found a way to take his life back from, you know, the world that was putting him out. He was a teacher making no money. He was going to retire, die, whatever, and not provide for his family. He took his fate in his own hands and did something with it. I like that. You know? And over the course of the show, you watched him evolve from this guy who had no clue, was in over his head, to a guy who was one step ahead of the game, and who developed a callus on his soul that was beyond hard. Yeah. I mean, I knew he'd turn the corner. My Walt turns the corner moment was when he didn't flip homegirl over when she was dying.
Right.
It was like,
right, Jane.
Okay, he's crossed over.
He's gone from just being a good liar
I think
to...
Cranston
I mean,
would
his
point to
survival
that.
instincts kicked in a whole nother kind of way.
Yeah, I think Brian might point to that same thing. You'd have to ask him, but he's talked about that moment too. That was a huge moment for the
gigantic.
character.
Yeah. And then lied to Jesse about it forever. I mean, he's done something that he's sort of like this devil that wants Jesse's soul. He didn't know that at first. Jesse was just his kid that was one of his students, and they had an interesting relationship. But all of a sudden, you know, he's in a battle with Jesse for Jesse's soul.
And Jesse realizes that this episode, and this is another moment in the show where you think everything's going to be in the clear, and you're like, just get on the van, get in the van. It's the same as when Walter started running his mouth off at that dinner with Hank, where he got drunk, and he was like, maybe he's still out there. You're like, why would you do that? Yeah, shut up. We have a ton of viewer questions tonight, but first I want to say we're just starting. We want to hear from you guys at home. We're going to read your questions and comments and answer your phone calls. You can tweet us at Talking About AMC, or just pick up your Hello Kitty cell phone and call us toll-free at 1-855-535-8800. Let's take some viewer questions. Hi, Bob. This is from Ron S. on AMCTalkingBad.com. Saul is by far my favorite character on Breaking Bad. Was this an easy role for you, or did you have to dig around for character inspiration? I see a lot of amalgamated Mr. Show characters in this guy.
I did a sketch show called Mr. Show, comedy show. And that's
one of the best sketch
I guess
shows
why
ever.
Vince gave me the part. I didn't ask right away. It took me about a year or two because I didn't want to test the waters. I was like, why did you give me this part? And he was like, Mr. Show. I don't know what from Mr. Show, but there were some things in Mr. Show that were, you know, really about commitment, you know, just about totally committing to usually a pretty ludicrous premise. So I don't know, maybe there was just enough commitment in there to give me a chance at playing a drama. But so what was the question again?
Well, just the question is where does Saul come from? I know the idea was where
you
Saul
know,
come from.
Vince called me up to tell me what the character was. He goes, he's a sleazy lawyer. I go, I can do that. and then I right away said, he's got a comb over and a mullet in back. Is that all right?
And
Vince
said yes.
was like, I love it.
By the way, if you want to see some of Bob's stuff online, this isn't from Mr. Show, but he does a really great thing called Bob Pitches a Movie, which is where you really see a lot of, I think you see a little bit of Saul bubbling up in the studio executive. Later in the show, Vince Gilligan's going to deliver next week's fix, an exclusive tease about next week's episode. But first, the show is going to be ending soon, guys, which we're sorry about. But we still love Breaking Bad more than Todd loves bragging to his racist uncle about robbing trains. So let's look back at one of the series' baddest moments. Check this out.
So for me, one of the baddest moments on Breaking Bad was when Gus goes to Mexico and gets his revenge on Don Eladio.
I'm watching Gus, and I could see like there's something in his eyes just watching me, hiding something.
My favorite shot of that scene is actually after he comes out of the bathroom and the camera follows him out into the pool, and then you just see, you know, Don Eladio, and you know he's been bested.
It was just like, you mother. Just how can you do this? Oh, I'm gonna get you, and I boom right into the pool with my eyes open.
It's the culmination of, you know, 20 years of tension and hatred on Gus's part.
And that's really sinister, and that's what Breaking Bad is about, you know.
I stepped back too far. I didn't turn the camera. And I made up my own lines. But is that a problem here at Breaking Bad? Do they like that or not?
They don't
yes
like that.
Or no?
No.
A little or a lot?
Not even a lot. Not even a little.
I sometimes get the feeling he doesn't feel like he deserves this character, and he absolutely does deserve to play Saul Goodman, because he knows he's funny, and he is, but what he doesn't seem to realize is what a fine dramatic actor he has become.
Thanks, guys. Welcome back to Talking Bad. I'm Chris Hardwick. That was an exclusive clip from the documentary that's available only on the upcoming Breaking Bad Complete Series collection, now available for pre-order on BreakingBadStore.com. I'm back with Sam Jackson and the man that Vince Gilligan was talking about, Mr. Bob Odenkirk.
I want to hear more of that. That interesting interview with that very intelligent gentleman.
Well, it is, again, you know, the toughest thing about striking that balance between comedy and drama, there's a very thin line, because Saul is sort of a comedic character, but then all of a sudden he flips.
Yeah, you know, listen, I feel like every year some comedic performers do some dramatic roles and impress people. It seems to happen, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's because I really think a lot of comedy is about crazy commitment. I'm just going to be this crazy character, and a lot of times it's kind of overstated and oversized, you know, in comedy. But the only issue is sometimes comic performers have a hard time modulating it, you know, like toning it down a little, or just getting in the zone with the other actors. Of course, I got Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul opposite me in a lot of scenes, so they help you a lot because they bring a whole world with them. And so that helps, but it's really great that I've had this opportunity, and you know, to get compliments
But I
from
never
Vince.
take him as being funny. I just feel like Saul has his own reality that has nothing to do with theirs. You know, you're trying to get all the money and make sure everything happens, but you also have these very interestingly serious connections that nobody knows about. People that you don't really want to know yourself. Like you told him you told him tonight. Look, I don't know who he is. I just know he's on time. And if you're not on time, he's going to be gone.
Right.
You know?
Well,
this is the number. I just call a number. I don't ask people questions. why does he even know people like that? You know?
He's a problem solver. He's a cleaner. He's a connector. But
he got it done.
That
Well,
scene.
Vince has said one of the reasons he thinks people like Saul is he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people in America are like looking for somebody who can do their job.
Exactly.
And again, another example of someone hiding in plain sight. Like he's like a TV commercial lawyer who actually is as shady as you would hope he would be. But I want to talk about the scene in the desert a little bit. Sam, do you think that Walt is still working Jesse at that point, or do you feel like he's being sincere?
The only people Walt's not working are his kids and his wife. Everybody else he's working constantly now.
Yeah.
Because he feels the walls closing in. And he wants to get out. He knows that there's no light at the end of his cancer tunnel.
Right.
But he don't want to get caught and be locked up before he does everything he needs to do and sets everybody up the way he's doing what he started out to do when the show started.
I read a comment online that I thought was pretty astute, which I hadn't realized before, is that when Walt lies to everyone else, he's totally believable. But whenever he lies to Skylar, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
Like he can't seem to lie to her without, oh, I got to check the vending machine to make sure my ice gun is still in there.
What is that?
Yeah.
And she can smell something's up.
Well, let's talk for a quick second about Jesse's ricin epiphany, because some people missed it, I think, in this episode. Like, how did he get from point A to, like Walt, they took it?
Well, I feel like he's always wondered what happened with that poison cigarette.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't not go, how the hell did I lose that
But
thing?
Huell takes the weed, right? Huell gets the weed
Huell clearly takes the weed, and he knows somebody took this thing out of his pocket, and he thought it was Brock, but Brock didn't die, so it couldn't have been Brock. So what happened with that thing? So I just imagine it's something that nags at him that he never knew what happened.
He finally connected the dots.
So to have clearly something lifted from him, and he knows it happened, and he's holding the cigarette packet just because he was rifling through his pockets. It all comes clear.
It all came together.
Yeah.
Coming up, Vince teases next week's episode. We will be right back on Talking Bad. Welcome back to Talking Bad. I'm Chris Hardwick. From hydrochloric acid to ricin to fulminated mercury and methylamine, science has always been the solution for Walter White and the key elements of Breaking Bad. So sit back, relax, and respect the chemistry. Welcome back to Talking Bad. Really quickly, I want to tell you about AMC's Story Sync. It's this interactive two-screen experience that enhances the premiere of each new Breaking Bad episode with snap polls, trivia, and even a Walter White success probability matrix. It's super fun to watch. Check it out at BreakingBadStorySync.com. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Brian. I'm calling from Austin, Texas, and my question is for Sam. Mr. Jackson, if you could play any character on Breaking Bad, who would it be and why?
I would have been a great Luca, but that was his name, right?
Tuco.
Tuco.
Yeah.
Tuco. I would have been a great Tuco.
Oh, Tuco.
I would have been an awesome Tuco, but I had a hard time with my Spanish
I don't know,
accent.
when I'm seeing the Heisenberg on your shirt and then I'm seeing the glasses and the pork pie hat, I kind of see a little...
No. But you know what? When I was shooting the Avengers, I actually wanted to just walk into Los Pollos and buy some chicken.
Yeah.
And walk out.
Yeah.
and have everybody go, what's that? And like never show up again, but just have everybody think, oh my God, he's gonna be on the show, and it's just never show up again.
Damn it!
That would have been part of
I was looking forward to it too.
Now I got
could
a
never
nerd
find
boner
it.
because you said Avengers, and I want to talk to you about that
Yeah,
too.
but I never had a day off when they were shooting in that location, so I didn't get to do it.
Well, we all know that Saul Goodman can help get you out of a legal mess, and now more than ever, he's the guy to have in your pocket. We have these right here, the Better Call Saul business cards. You can customize them with your own information. And here's our Oprah moment. Everyone in the audience is getting a pack. Oh my God, you're getting some. You can buy these and other official Breaking Bad merchandise at BreakingBadStore.com. Coming up, Vince teases next week's episode. We'll be right back. Better Call Saul. Welcome back to Talking Bad. Sam Jackson, Bob Odenkirk. As I told you last week, security on this season is so incredibly tight, we can't even show you a sneak peek of what happens next on Breaking Bad. So Vince Gilligan is going to deliver an exclusive tease about some stuff to look for in next week's episode. You can only see here. Here's next week's fix.
And there are now only 5 episodes left of the final season, and now it's time for next week's fix for you fans. Next episode is entitled Rabid Dog, and in it, the White family takes a nice staycation. It's hot stuff. Thanks for watching.
That's it.
That's all you get. That's all you
can't
get.
say
The
it,
picture
but-
looks like they're in some kind of Mad Men era hotel room. I can't really get a read on what's going on. What do you think happens next, Sam?
It's probably somewhere in Albuquerque.
It's got to be somewhere in
Yeah.
Albuquerque.
Well, they're going to have a little makeup party just for a moment.
I hope so.
You know, yeah.
This is from DJ Medzi on Twitter. Bob, is there an act that Walt could commit that would make Saul turn him in? Is there anything he could do?
Make Saul turn him in?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything except stealing Saul's money.
That's the only thing, right?
Take Saul's money, and then, yeah, he'd call the cops on you. I don't know. There's nothing. Saul's going to work the back row. He doesn't call the cops, ever.
Never.
No.
He's got other people to call, just numbers. All he's got to do is he has a number for when somebody is going to do something to him. Saul has a number. He doesn't have to do anything but dial that number and say, I need you, and they come. He doesn't even know who they are.
Here's a question from Facebook, which in general, but I'm kind of curious, Sam, are you still rooting for Walt at this point?
You know what? I want him to die on his own terms. I don't want his brother-in-law to lock him up. I want him to go ahead, die from cancer, and leave Junior and everybody cool the way he started out, just to do what he accomplished. Because that's what happens in life. You know, criminals get away with it. I mean, they get away with it.
Sam, you're the one guy that the FCC is like, it's Sam Jackson, it's fine.
That guy's been like this all night.
It's the Sam Jackson exception.
He
They're
earned
like-
his money. He earned his money. He got.
I think he's just glad he's like, oh, that's all he said?
That's
it's
it?
fine.
Okay, yeah.
We're totally fine. Would you hire Saul Goodman for you?
Hell yeah. In a heartbeat. For sure.
Yeah. He'll get the job done.
Yeah. Well, you guys, thank you so much. It's been great. We're going to do an after show for the web that's going to go up tomorrow. So thanks again to my guest, Sam Jackson, Bob Odenkirk. Bob's on the new sketch show, The Birthday Boys, who's an amazing sketch group, October 18th on IFC. Sam Jackson is Sam Jackson, who is amazing. Join us next week. My guest will be Marie Schrader herself, Betsy Brandt, Walt Jr., RJ Minnie. Stay tuned for an encore presentation of Breaking Bad. And tomorrow, go to AMCTalkingBad.com to check out highlights from tonight's episode, as well as that 15-minute bonus segment that we're going to do. I'm Chris Hardwick. I'm performing in San Francisco in September. Go to Nerdist.com, @Nerdist on the tweets. Good night.